Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kayla and it's time to crack into a good book. So today, or well, not today, I don't know, whatever. This video is going to be another weekend reading vlog. We're back house sitting at Ivy's parents' place, so I'm outside again, yay! And it's loud with all the dogs barking in the background and various insects and things like that. We've been house sitting a few days. I meant to do some more vlogging, but I just haven't, so who knows how much footage I'll have. Yesterday, what did I do? I finished Death in the Family by Tessa Wegert, finally. It took me like, I don't know, 3 days to read a 300-page book, which is a little unusual for me. This has just been a weird month in general for reading, and this week in particular has just not been great. Like, I think that was my 19th book of the month, which, like, I mean, it's still a lot of reading, but like for me, that's definitely a slower pace. So I don't know. Things are weird. I've been playing some Switch. We finally found a copy of Ring Fit Adventure, and like, so we both did that yesterday morning, and we were doing it on the second highest difficulty, but like, that's actually a decent workout. My shoulders are definitely sore today, so that was fun. And then I've been doing some like, was it Pokemon Cafe Mix or whatever, which is kind of like Pokemon Shuffle, which I played a lot of for the 3DS, so I don't know. That's just kind of like some mindless entertainment. Watch some of The Office, play some Mario Kart. Which ones are those, you think?
I don't know the one closest to us. The one furthest away is Teeny, I think.
Teeny?
I can tell you.
Hi, donkeys! Get some ear flops. Amber from Books of Amber started a WhatsApp group for like BookTube SFF people. And it's been really nice just to like chat with people and not necessarily have to do it on the computer, because like, you know, I'm a part of a whole bunch of Discord groups of various like BookTube things. But sometimes I just like, I don't want to be on my computer in the evening, and I like have a much easier time responding to like texts and things like that. And, you know, I don't know, I feel like this week I've been trying to minimize the amount of time that I've been on Twitter because it's kind of a dumpster fire. That's just been really nice. It's a fun group of people. Like, I mean, Amber started it, so I don't know if anybody else can add more people, but I'm sure, like, if anyone wants to join this group, you know, just, like, let Amber know, and I'm sure she would be happy to add you. And again, like, I don't know if I could add people, but, yeah, so that's been really fun, and we've been talking about doing like a book club, so I think we've decided on the name Space Sirens Book Club, and Amber has created a Twitter page, and I'm pretty sure the Twitter handle is just Space Sirens BC, but I'll leave it linked down below. But we're planning on doing a book club of just like SFF books, so if anyone wants to join that as well, you know, feel free. And I had created like we had just like in this you know, conversation, we had been talking about like doing a spreadsheet of our TBRs and like use that as a way to kind of find buddy reads and just like generally keep track of our TBRs, and also like possibly find books that we would want to nominate for this book club. So I created that, and I've been working on filling in my particular sheet of the TBR spreadsheet, whatever, and it's a little horrifying. Like, I have a large amount of books that I need to read. I think about half of the books that I already own on my TBR are physical, and the rest are on my Kindle. And like, I don't know, I picked up a lot of free Kindle books, so there's probably some stuff that I just like won't get to reading, and that's fine because it's free, so who cares. But yeah, it's a little horrifying, and I was like, oh my god, I have so many books on my TBR. And then like, so I have it set up so it's like, you know, books already owned, or you know, like a page, so how, and then there are other columns for like books that you'd be willing to buy or like want to read or want to like borrow from the library or whatever. And like, that one is those columns are much longer than the columns for like the stuff that I already own, so I guess that's good because, you know, there's plenty for me to choose from. But that's been, I don't know, I mean, it's literally just a spreadsheet, but it's been fun to kind of like edit that. And see what everybody else has on their TBRs, and there's like a good amount of books that are shared on everybody's TBRs, so I think that this will be fun for setting up buddy reads and stuff. I've got some more donkey footage I took this morning, so I'll definitely add that in here. I feel like last time I had done a vlog, I mean, I had a good amount of donkey footage, but I was like, how much donkey footage is too much donkey footage? And I kind of like cut back because I wasn't sure how much people really wanted to see. But I think the consensus was more donkey footage. So, I mean, I probably have like 4 or 5 minutes this morning of donkey footage. So perhaps I'll just let that go without really editing it much. So, yeah, and then did a little, let's see, last night I took some video clips of just like walking around the garden. There's some really nice flowers. There's a gigantic sunflower, which is pretty cool. I think it's there's like Saharan dust cloud is coming in and has created some like really vibrant sunsets. So I took a little bit of video of that. I don't know, it doesn't really like translate all that well, I guess, onto camera. Real life is definitely much more vivid. That was cool. And then like in the video clip, I think you can see some bats flying around, so that's, you know, always exciting. Got a lot of ear twitching going on here. Hello, donkeys. Hmm?
You know where to go, Tina.
Hey, donkeys. Which one?
Georgia.
Mm. Oh.
Guys.
You're hitting them with the food.
As long as the food shows up. That's just a distraction.
Mm-hmm.
Honey, Teeny. Teeny, you know you get your own food.
Back up and get all of them in here.
Teeny. Teeny. Okay. You want to fight? Fight. Teeny, come over here.
She doesn't want it. Yeah. That's sad. Yeah. Two ladies enjoying their breakers.
That was the matriarch.
Mm-hmm. Got some good donkey footage.
Yeah. One kind.
Mm-hmm.
Got their new deer companion. Dang, my leg.
Gonna do a little. Bah! It's the bee.
Bees?
Bees. We'll just. Gonna trip over. Sorted.
This is moving. It's gone now.
No.
Bees. A bunch of bees.
All the bees.
It does that. At least. There's a firefly.
Where? I see. Oh, we got some froggos. I don't see the giant one, but there's like a water lily in there. Oh,
There's a little tiny one.
there's that dude right here.
Oh. Oh, and there's another one right here, Cal.
Where?
Behind him.
I don't see. I see.
Oh. No, over the bottles.
Oh, I see. I see him. Go on a little walkabout over here.
Enhanced snail.
Some bubbly bees. Got some nice white flowers over here.
This used to be just like a muddy red hole in the ground.
Gross.
It was that for years.
I like these. They're funky.
They open up like the Demigorgon.
Mm-hmm. They've redone this.
Yeah. Figured you would. The other one was kind of natural log.
Yeah.
Natural log. Is it LNE? Probably 6.5. Michael Jordan height. Full follower. Sometimes. I'm not quite sure too. It's very oh, there's some bats. See them going?
Nice. We do see him going.
You should throw, foxtail, like the.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should throw this up. You can throw rocks at them, they'll probably chase them.
That's fun.
Yeah.
All the bats.
Those are falcons! The most, one.
Today, I might start Unconquerable Sun by Kate Elliott. I had won an arc of this, I think from a Twitter giveaway from Tor, And this comes out July 7th, so I was like, I should probably read this and review it so I can let you guys know if, this is worth your time. I think it will be. It's like basically gender swapped Alexander the Great on an interstellar scale, and there's comparisons with Princess Leia. There's a dazzling futuristic setting where pop culture and propaganda are one and the same. So, I mean, it's kind of a chunky book, so we'll see how that goes. But I'm pretty excited for it. And I don't know if I'll leave this bit in, but just like the world of SFF has just been, 2020 is just such a shitty year. I'm frustrated, and it just, somehow keeps getting worse. Recently, in the past week or so, there's been a lot of stuff on Twitter about authors doing problematic things. I think so far there's things about Paul Krueger, which is really unfortunate because around the time that came out, I started reading Steel Crow Saga, and I'm still reading it, and, it's it sucks because I'm enjoying the book, but I feel bad about enjoying it because, learning more about what he's doing or what he has done is kind of makes me feel gross, and that was just literally the worst timing ever to start that book. But yeah, so I'm not really sure what I want to do about that. I mean, obviously I'm talking about it right now, but if I do enjoy it, I feel I shouldn't just blanket recommend it to people because of his actions, but also I mean, I think he has deleted his Twitter right now, so I don't know if he I don't know. I would hope that with time, he'll realize what he's, I mean, and this just goes in general, I hope that people are realizing what they've done is wrong and actually make some effort to change their behavior, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. And then there's stuff about Sam Sykes, Mike Cole, Mark Lawrence, which is also unfortunate because I just hauled The Girl in the Stars, and I had forgotten that I had what is it, the Impossible Times series on my Kindle. And then there's this whole thing with Scott Lynch, Elizabeth Bear, and Alexandra Rowland, I think. And it's just all, I don't know what is going on with that particular situation. It seems kind of strange in general, but it's frustrating to see this, just so many authors and members of the SFF community treating women and just others in general poorly and just being really shitty people. I don't know. And again, hopefully they'll change their ways, and given some time, maybe I would be okay reading their stuff again. But right now, it's just a lot. And it's also strange, I guess being in the booktube community now, if I were not on Twitter, I don't think I would have seen any of this, which is kind of weird. I guess now I feel I need to talk about it more so that people are aware of what's going on. But then it's also I don't know. It's also just weird, and I get nervous, I guess, because what if I'm just not on Twitter or something that day and I miss something else that's going on, and I don't know. It's just a whole bunch of shit, and it's frustrating because with Scott Lynch and Mark Lawrence, I've read books of theirs before and have enjoyed them. Though with Mark Lawrence, I only liked his Book of the Ancestor trilogy. I read Prince of Thorns and hated it. It was awful. It's frustrating having enjoyed their works and just seeing all this stuff come out, now it kind of diminishes, I guess, my memories of those books and my opinions of those authors, and then it's well, I don't necessarily want to support them, and it's unfortunate because their writing is good and something that if they were not shitty, I would definitely want to keep going, but now I'm just questioning whether or not I want to do that. I think I will read a little bit outside for now and then just check in later. I've read the first 3 chapters so far of Unconquerable Sun, and I mean, it seems interesting so far. Our main character is Princess Sun, and we've already like come across the line in the book that, you know, literally says like Unconquerable Sun. But anyway, it seems like she is the daughter of the like queen, and then her father is like the prince, but she's like, I'm not exactly sure. There's like a whole bunch of different types of people, I think, thrown at us, or just like different races or something like that, and I'm not entirely clear on which like group of people everybody is. So Princess Sun is like half whatever her dad is, and I think there's some question of like whether or not people would accept her as like the queen because she's, you know, this mixed race or whatever. It seems like there's some sort of like embedded neural networks or something like that. Like it's talking about some people have like lasers embedded in their eyes, and there's like systems of some sort where they can like talk to their security guards and stuff like that. So I'm not exactly clear on what that's all about, but this is interesting so far. I've read a couple of books, I think, by Kate Elliott before. She's mostly written a lot of like fantasy books. It's interesting. At the bottom of this, it's like, for fans of space operas, sci-fi's The Expanse, Netflix's Altered Carbon, Martha Wells' Murderbot series, or fictionalizations of Greek history.
Hi, Hallie.
I figured I would just talk about this necklace briefly. So this is, I think it's 2 people, and one of them is named Bree something. I don't exactly remember, and I have no idea what the other author is. But they like collectively write as Kit. I don't know if it's Rocha, something like that, Rocha. This is something I would like ideally look up at some point because they have an upcoming book. I think it comes out in July. It's called Deal with the Devil, I believe, and it's like some sort of mercenary librarian's book. It sounds awesome. But anyway, they also have an Etsy shop where they make jewelry, and so I actually bought this from there, and it's like, you know, has like a really cool back, and there's like, it's like a little mini galaxy in here, kind of. There's like sparkles and all sorts of different colors, but I really like it. It's quality stuff, so I figured I would just talk about that briefly because that is actually kind of book related. So I took it off so you could like kind of see this a little bit better. Ooh, come on camera, focus on this. It doesn't want to focus, but it's like, that's not coming off. Like the color looks okay coming across this here, but there's like some pink and like blues and all sorts of sparkly things, and then like, you know, the back, it looks like kind of cool. It has like a lot of interesting textures, but anyway. Yeah. Oh, yes. Oh my. All right, Hatton. I'll go inside. Your little camera shy Dooley. A little bit. Yeah. Hey, buddy. So I've read about 100 pages of Unconquerable Sun, and this is definitely getting interesting. So we have different species, that was the word I was looking for instead of races, but at least I'm pretty sure. So we've got a few more characters introduced for like point of view characters. So we have obviously still Princess Sun. There's someone named Apama, I think, who is one of this like, I think it's like the fiend sure. We'll pretend that I'm pronouncing that right. In this species that seems to have multiple limbs, like I think they all have 4 arms and possibly 4 legs. I don't really know exactly for sure, but they have like exoskeletons, so I'm imagining some sort of like insect-like species, I guess. So we've got them, and then we have a new point of view character who we get from first person point of view instead of third person, and she is the twin sister of one of the companions of the princess. And so it looks like the princess is there's like this Chaonian empire, and there are, I think, 7 core houses, and I guess these are all like the noble people, but the princess and I think the queen also has companions drawn from these core houses. Our new first-person point of view character has left her noble house to just like be a cadet in an academy, and then I think the princess is half Gatoy, I think is the name, but they seem to have some sort of, like, the soldiers of the Gatoy don't feel pain because their bodies are threaded with like neuro enhancers, so I'm like kind of imagining them as like some sort of like berserker type species. I don't know. I'm not sure I necessarily have a favorite character, though. I think the new character, I mean, like, we literally just got introduced to her, this first person point of view. She seems really interesting, and I definitely want to know more about her. Somebody seems to have a pet pteranodon, so I'm not sure what that's about. We seem like dinosaurs. I don't know, but it's cool. So
Hello, Samus. 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 Hello. Hello. Oh, yes.
This morning.
ugh.
Go here. Here. She dropped it.
I don't know.
Big move.
Okay, I think
Just let her have her toy.
yeah, I think we're all calmed down now.
Okay.
Oh, no. Nope. It's gonna steal it back.
Precious memories.
So I clearly have not done much checking in. Let's see. Yesterday, I think, since I filmed the clip, I read, I don't know, like 20 or 30 more pages of Unconquerable Sun. Not much really to update there. It's enjoyable so far, but definitely need to know more about what's going on, I guess. And then I finished up Steel Crow Saga finally, and I think I'm gonna end up giving it 4 stars. Like, I don't know, I really liked it, but also, like, it wasn't perfect for me, which honestly is probably for the best. Like, it's not a new favorite, so I don't feel too bad if, you know, just because of the stuff that's come out about the author, like, you know, I could survive if I don't purchase another book by him. But it's basically kind of like Pokemon and Avatar: The Last Airbender, and I think that the Avatar comparison comes in because there's like 2 different types of magic. There's like this, you can like bond with various animals, and then there's like this what is it called, like steel pacting or metal pacting or something like that, where you kind of like bond with metal, which was really interesting. But yeah, like, you know, I really enjoy Pokemon, so I liked that aspect quite a bit. But like, ultimately I think the ending was kind of like, I kind of lost steam on it a bit, and like I was just, to be fair, I was a little distracted in general, so I don't know, like, and had I read it at a different time, maybe I would have enjoyed it more. But yeah, I mean, it was pretty good. But just with all this stuff going on, I feel kind of like weird about it. You know, I figured I would just kind of like lay everything out there and say like I did enjoy it, but you know, there's these people have come forth about his behavior, so you can just decide for yourselves whether or not that's something you want to read. Yesterday was the first bug off in Animal Crossing, so caught some bugs and got some furniture, so that was exciting. I'm wearing my Jurassic Park shirt today, which I probably should have worn yesterday, I guess, because it seems like every time we're here, one of the Jurassic Park movies is on, and it's usually The Lost World. I think yesterday we started off with Jurassic Park 3, and then they played The Lost World right after that, so we caught that. And then we watched the Eurovision story of Fire Saga or whatever that just came out on Netflix with Will Ferrell. It was pretty funny, and the songs are really catchy, so we definitely enjoyed that. I feel like it was one of the better Will Ferrell movies that have come out recently. Like, I don't know, his movies are really hit or miss. I think, you know, I really liked Talladega Nights, and a few of his, like, Anchorman's really funny, but I didn't particularly love Step Brothers, and I'm not sure what else he's done recently, but yeah, so this one was entertaining. This morning we fed the donkeys, and we went to go pick some berries in the orchard, so that was exciting, and Samus got to run around for a bit, and she kind of crashed and burned for one moment while running around like an idiot, so that was kind of funny.
You don't eat over here. There's nothing there.
But there could be.
Pretty bad. Oh, that's home.
Hello, donkey. Nope. You want some head scratches?
You're not eating over here. Never have, never will.
Hello. Everybody wants to eat in here today.
Oh, hey, Teeny. Okay, where's Stella? I need your partner in crime. Come somebody, but it's not her. Stella! That doesn't have a halter, does it?
Which one?
Have a halter, right? You're not hallucinating?
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, we have 2, 4, 6. There. I know. Yep, she's hungry. But we gotta wait for our partner in crime. I know. Okay, Teeny's here. I know. You both get fed at the same time because he is greedy. Tina, turn around. There you go. You don't want to whine anymore.
But she hungry.
appease.
Say hello over here. Lumpy butt.
Lumpy butt.
Lots of lumpy butts, but that one in particular.
That's the Kim Kardashian of dogs.
Yes.
Oh, we're fighting. They bite each other a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
They bite each other. It's their love language. Hey, Rainbow. Yes. You're sociable. I like that though.
Oh. Oh.
She's dropped on me though.
It's huge. Well, that was it.
Sammy, go! I think just a few seconds of her being ridiculous.
Samus! Samus!
Sammy!
Samus! That was silly. Sam! Oh, yes. Hello.
Let's go!
Hey, Samus. I think I got that. Oh my god. Oh god. Hi, Sammy. Okay, we gotta get comfy. We gotta get comfy, huh, Samus?
Yeah, we're packing up and getting ready to go back to our apartment, which is kind of sad because obviously this is a very nice house and lots of land, and it's just nice to be outside, but it was kind of hot. I haven't done as much reading as I would have liked, but that's just kind of true in general for this month. I'm probably going to try to read a little bit more Unconquerable Sun today. I want to get into, what is it called? The Sunken Mall, I think, which is a free novella in the tarot sequence world by Katie Edwards. Kat from Brews and Reviews and I buddy read The Last Sun and really enjoyed it, and I picked up The Hanged Man, and I think she has ordered it as well, so we're planning on buddy reading that. But the Sunken Mall is this novella that takes place between books 1 and 2, so I definitely want to get caught up there. And I really like this world. There's definitely some kind of darker themes and stuff, but I think that the main character Rune kind of has he has a bit of a sarcastic tone, and I just thought it was really funny, and he's also just really relatable in general. It's a really good urban fantasy, and I would definitely recommend it. I feel like it's not quite the same tone as the Dresden Files, but I think it's kind of has a similar vibe, I guess. I don't know. The themes are definitely different, and just the characters in general are not quite the same. I would say that the Alex Ferris series is much more similar to the Dresden Files, but as far as urban fantasies go, this one is kind of similar, I guess. I don't know. It turns out one of my friends actually works with him, so I've been kind of chatting with him a little bit, and I was hoping to kind of interview him at some point as part of this Read the Olympics readathon that I'm doing, just as a little fun thing. So I'll probably do that, I don't know, maybe in the next week or two. I feel like I've been a little hands-off for the readathon so far, so I had all these grand plans of fun things to do, and then I feel like just recently, the past few weeks have been kind of rough, and I haven't really done as much as I would have liked, but such is life. It still goes until July 19th, so there's still, a good amount of time left. I had been planning on doing hard mode where I only count a book for one particular prompt. I've got it set up so you can count it for multiple prompts, but I was going to try to make it a challenge for myself, but now I'm kind of since I haven't been reading as much as I normally do, I think I'm kind of tempted to just make it really easy on myself. But I've got my list of books that I've read so far that I need to actually update it. But I had it filled out where it's here's all the different prompts you can count it for. Part of the reason, I guess, why I haven't logged any of my books on this form that I've done is just because I haven't decided if I am to do hard mode, which books or which prompts I would want to count a book for. And yeah, I had a look at it a couple days ago, and I think Scotland is in the lead with a lot of gold medals. I think people just haven't been submitting the forms as much, but I want to say there's a handful. There's 5 or 6 people who've submitted something so far, and I haven't even submitted stuff, so whatever. So I think that's kind of all I wanted to say this morning, but hopefully I will remember to check in a bit later today, and hopefully I will have done some reading. I did a terrible job of checking in with this reading blog. This is going to be a not so much reading blog, but some general nature, so hopefully everybody enjoys that. So I'm just gonna try to wrap this up real quick. I'm filming this a couple days later, but I'm trying to think. I think the day that I had checked in last, I read 300 pages of Unconquerable Sun that afternoon, and then I fell asleep on the couch at 8:30. So didn't finish it then, but I finished it yesterday. I really liked it, actually. So there's a whole bunch of really interesting stuff going on here, and we've got there was a scene where they're kind of on the run on the ocean type setting, and there's some sea monsters. We get a lot more political intrigue, especially with all these different species and just factions. There's a lot of stuff going on there. Some don't like the others, and some are buying up soldiers of a certain species to use them in bad ways. So there's also there's a location, it's the Heffalump something or another, so I thought that was a really funny name. But yes, I liked this overall. I think my favorite character is still Persephone. She's the one that we get to have the first person point of view from. She seems really interesting. The princess is good. She's an interesting character, but I think seems a little aloof at times, so I didn't fully love her. We don't get the most point of view from Apama. She's this fiend character, and that's actually kind of an interesting plot, I guess. These are the insect species, and Apama's mom removed her caul, so she doesn't have a hard exoskeleton, and that kind of creates some tension, I think, or just she gets a little ostracized because that species is very much I can't remember the exact terms, but it's shells versus not. So yeah, that was just really interesting. So I definitely like this overall. I'm not sure what I'm going to rate it, like 4 or 4.5 perhaps. So it's definitely something I want to keep going with. I'm very intrigued by this world. Again, lots of like political schemes and fun space battles and stuff. So that was definitely enjoyable. And then yesterday I started and finished Bird Box in one sitting. This was really intense, and I didn't realize I was going to like it so much. So that was just really awesome. I felt like productive actually sitting down and reading it in one sitting. You know, it's kind of a short book. It's like 260 pages, so I read it, I don't know, it took me like an hour and a half to read it, something like that. But wow, I mean, this was terrifying. So like basically, I mean, I would imagine most people know the plot of this, since there's also the movie as well. But you know, it's like basically if you see these things, it causes people to go mad and like kill others and then themselves. And then we follow Mallory as she tries to take her children down the river to find like a safe spot. And it's just like terrifying. I mean, I can definitely see why some people would find it unsatisfactory, because you don't get a lot of concrete answers and the ending is a little bit open-ended. But I actually think that works really well. Like, part of the creepiness is just like, and the suspense is just like, what is it? I don't know. And I'm curious to see what the movie is like, because I think what works so well is that you don't know what it is that people are seeing. So I don't know. I would kind of like to watch the movie, but I'm a complete wimp when it comes to horror movies. Like, I'm okay with horror books, and I think it's just because, like, I don't know. I'm definitely a visual person, so like seeing it on screen makes it like stick in my mind a little more. Whereas like with reading it, I can kind of put it away, I guess, a little bit easier and not have nightmares. So I don't know. I might try out the movie, but we'll see. But this was really good. So, and then I was on NetGalley yesterday. I don't know why. Do not need any more books, but I was just perusing some stuff, and on the it was like, I think it was one of the Read Now books. It's called Speak the Ocean. I think it's by Rebecca Enzor. So I just started that last night, and I'm like 20% of the way through it. But it seems to be like, what if SeaWorld had mermaids and mer people in general? So that's like a really interesting premise. I think our like mer person trainer is going to learn that these mer people can actually communicate, and you know, I think it'll be discussing like mer person rights and stuff, and just kind of like an interesting thought piece. And I don't know, it's really good so far. So that was kind of a pleasant surprise. That seems to be like strangely what I'm in the mood for. So I'm really liking it, and we'll just hopefully I will read it more today. I've edited most of the vlog already, and you know, I've decided like I'm just gonna leave in all of the donkey footage and not really edit it and like speed it up or add music, because I feel like, I don't know, the nature sounds are nice, and then hopefully you all enjoy the commentary from Ivy and me. So I just left it in there. So this is gonna be a long vlog, but whatever, you know, such is life. But anyway, I'm going to wrap it up here. Really, I didn't talk as much about the Read the Olympics readathon as I wanted to, but you know, that's okay. Let me know in the comments if you've read any of these books that I mentioned. Think you might pick them up. Generally have any comments on anything I said. If you enjoyed the donkey footage and the nature footage in general. So yeah, with that, I hope you're having an excellent day and are reading something awesome. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a big thumbs up, as that would certainly help me out. But with that, I think I'm going to wrap it up here and see you in the next one.